To address racism and start conversations about finding solutions, New Britain City Council wants to declare it a public health crisis.
We can't deny it anymore. And so we see what it is. We see the truth. Racism is alive still.
Alderman Colin Osborne is among those in favor of the resolution, which says racism can have an impact on a person's health in many ways.
How systemic it is, when it comes to employment, when it comes to healthcare, when it comes to even with the COVID-19, people of a certain race they have a higher case and they're dying more than others.
From his own experiences, he knows the toll it can take on mental health as well.
And it's draining. It messes with you mentally, it messes with you emotionally, it messes with you physically.
He and his colleagues hope that by passing the resolution, it can be the beginning of implementing changes in the city.
We're in a position where we could confidently and comfortably have these conversations. Now we can really get into the meat and be able to kind of filter out, okay, now what is really systemic? How does that policy affect, one group of people?
He says the city's already looking at police reform and implementing a civilian review board. People living in New Britain say they're in favor of the resolution and are glad local leaders are standing up against racism.
It shows about how important it is that we should be able to come together and not be against each other.
I think enough is enough. Like, people starting to realize that, like, it's not like an okay thing for the city to really recognize it and be like, hey, like, we're gonna act on this. Like, this is something that's really important. Like, I think it's a wake-up call for the city.
A majority of the Common Council is in favor of the resolution, but they'll be voting at their meeting, which starts at 7 o'clock tonight. In New Britain, Gabby Molina, Fox 61 News.